That's, I think, some of the first Christmas music we've heard. And up next, the antique truck from Donald V. Brown, which you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
We've seen a lot of antique trucks today.
Yes, the antique trucks are a real source of pride for their owners. The Toronto Signals have been around since 1926. That's incredible.
That is a huge, huge
KX94, New
Love
Country
KX.
FM. I tune into the country a little bit too.
I love
as I get older, I start to enjoy the country music a little bit more than the rock and roll from time to time.
They just celebrated their 1-year anniversary here in the community, and what's great is I always listen to the morning show hosted by Toph and Melissa. I think they're hilarious, but they're always out in the community, and they're followed by Stone Ridge. KX every Thursday is out at Stone Ridge. They host live from there, which is great because they're out at a local place. And Stone Ridge, if you haven't been, some great food.
Oh, Stone Ridge Restaurant.
Yes. Insurance Brokers is also followed by them.
Okay.
And up next, we have the Image Party Place.
Now, that's a fun and interactive party place where they can provide puppet shows. They've got a lot of things that they can bring to your party. And if you get an opportunity and if you have a need, give them a little call. Now, who is Santa's most famous elf?
I don't know.
Well, that would be Elvis. Now, my mother-in-law is a big fan of Elvis, so I had to throw that one in.
Oh, you got to
her.
throw that one in.
Yes.
Who doesn't like Elvis? He's my new favorite elf.
Okay,
Elvis.
kids. Okay, kids at home. So, what do elves learn at elf school?
No, what do they learn?
The alphabet.
He's on a roll today, everybody. Lawrence came prepared. Oh, and we have Cinderella out. She's collecting,
nice.
handing out some candy canes.
Candy canes.
See, I think a lot of little girls here want to grow up and be Cinderella when they're older.
One of Santa's helpers is with her.
And these kids look like they're having a fantastic time.
Fun and Fit Dance Studio. Let's see them rocking up there on the float.
They have different levels of Zumba, and if you haven't done Zumba, which I'm going to assume
I have
you haven't.
I've never Zumba'd.
You've never Zumba'd.
Have you Zumba'd?
I have, and it's fun, great way to stay in shape, and you almost forget you're working out.
Is that the what they're doing up on the
A little
float?
bit of Zumba.
A little bit of Zumba?
A little bit of Zumba.
I certainly could use a little bit of a workout from time to time.
Especially over this holiday season.
Absolutely,
all the
work
eating
the
that everyone's
turkey
gonna be
off.
doing. I know.
Michael Jackson providing the music for them to dance to. The Royal Bank.
The RBC Royal Bank, great bank here in the community, and they always enjoy putting together their float so they can join in the parade. Oh, and they're up next is the Blue Saints. Now, they came all the way from Sudbury today.
Oh, Sudbury, that's a town that's near and dear to my heart. I make my way up there quite often to vacation.
It's a great area. That's quite the drive.
A lot of wilderness, about 5 hours to get there. So kudos to them for coming down and participating in our parade today.
And we'll take a listen. See, now that's a good way to keep your hands warm. Did you see those little warmer muffs that they had on their hands?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I think playing an instrument would be kind of cold on the fingers.
And again, that was a little bit more Christmas music for us, too. That was, I think, our second one. Ray's Towing.
And the RBC Royal Bank.
I've used Ray's before, and there's floating RBC. Ray provides a good service when you need him. Fire truck. Stoney Creek Rotary Club, there's another community group. Those people go out there and really try hard for the community in Dundas.
Now, I think when the kids see all these old school fire trucks, it makes them want to grow up and be a fireman.
Perhaps, yes.
Or a firewoman.
A firewoman. We certainly have a lot of female firefighters now in the city of Hamilton.
And look at this gorgeous Harley Davidson.
Fantastic.
Are you a fan of motorcycles?
Well, I did own one, and they're a little bit less body work around them. I feel a little bit more secure in a vehicle.
I would too. And here is the Winona Gospel Church.
This church has been around since 1914. It's almost 100 years now.
Wow.
They put out a very nice display. They've got a Christian theme on top of that float. The shepherds and the baby Jesus.
Oh, and here's the HSR trolley bus, which I think is so cool.
Now, I should get out of my car and get on the bus, because that, I think, would be a fun bus to be on.
Oh, for sure. And did you know that the trolley coaches actually replaced streetcars when the tracks went away?
I want to ask you, Kate, do you remember taking a streetcar ride?
No, I do not.
When they used to have the wires that would pull down on the buses, and you would have a connection electrically to the wire above and the ground below? I've been on them.
I've never been on a streetcar, actually.
Oh, is that right?
No, I've never been on a streetcar.
Yes, I'm dating myself a little bit.
Well, I did grow up in a rural area. We didn't even have a bus or cabs out there.
Oh, okay.
So I have a bit of an excuse.
So the trip into the big city was a little bit rare.
Oh, and here we have the Top Hat Marching Orchestra out of Burlington. They always put on a good show.
And they play some good tunes, too.
Yeah, everything from big band, rock, jazz, classical favorites. I'm pretty sure they can play it all.
And, of course, the top hat adds a little bit of class to the whole presentation. Do you play any music, Kate?
No, I'm not very musically inclined. I wish I was.
What's your season this far? Have you been into a few parades?
Actually, this is my third parade.
Third parade?
Third parade. I did the Hamilton, the Flamborough, and today the Stoney Creek.
Oh, fantastic. Good weather for all?
Good weather. Well, up next we have the Junior Hockey League Stoney Creek Peewee to AA Junior Warriors.
This would be a group of fellows who are going to want to get into the other Warrior team as they get a little bit older, get their skills up.
Hockey's such a great Canadian sport.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's one of my favorites. I don't play, but
that's a team sport.
Oh,
a lot of coordination amongst the fellas to get a good winning team.
Yeah, and you find that the kids that are on the team, they always end up playing together throughout the years and become somewhat of a family, which really teaches them teamwork.
Team building.
Team building. That's the word I was looking for.
Yes, the kids come out of the hockey world with some skills beyond what goes on the ice, certainly.
And
I like that they wear their suits and their ties when they head out.
Look good.
It looks very professional.
Here we have the Oldies 1150 in their Miracle van, and they're representing Funny 820, Oldies 1150, and K-Light FM, which are all great stations here in Hamilton.
Funny 820, your second favorite radio station, and to be honest, I'm tuning in once in a while, and I'm enjoying a few minutes of it, and I think that's pretty good, and then off to my other radio station.
I know, it's nice to get a laugh in the morning.
Absolutely.
Especially when the commercials come on, you flip over, you get a couple good jokes, which you've enjoyed throwing into our
sometimes you gotta. They have some adult comedy there. So knock knock.
Who's there?
Mary.
Mary who?
Oh, you got to know this one. Merry Christmas.
Now that was an easy one. I should have known that one. Oh, and Turtle Jack's restaurant. Have you been there before?
Yes, I've ate at Turtle Jack's. It's a nice fare that they serve there.
It's a great family restaurant.
That looked like a turtle just running by.
I know, that's the Turtle Jack's mascot, the turtle. TJ the turtle. I think that'd be a good way to stay warm. You'd be in a mascot running around. Oh, I think so.
I'm sure he's plenty warm in there.
And I always like to go out for the Retro Rib Mondays. I love ribs, and it's a great place to go get them.
What do they serve?
Ribs on Mondays.
Ribs on Mondays?
Ribs on Mondays. Telling you, you got to check it out.
Retro, is that the price that they're referring to?
It is.
Oh, fantastic. I love a good deal.
The Crime Stoppers of Hamilton, they do a lot of good work here in the community.
And an organization like that, you know, that's what keeps your community safe. If you've got any tips on things that aren't going quite the way you think they should be, give them a call, certainly. We participate in this community, I think, very strongly. We got to look after ourselves, and it's organizations like that that keep our community safe and vibrant.
Oh, for sure, and it's always anonymous, and you can ever have a tip, you can call them at 1-800-222-TIPS. Because it's the way you keep it safe. The police can't be everywhere at all times. You gotta help them out sometimes.
You gotta help them out.
Oh, and I recognize the next float behind them. It's the Shriners Hillbilly Band.
Oh, yeah.
They always look like they're having a good time. It's the Hillbilly Clan, 46 Outhouse #1.
Outhouse #1. Those Shriners know how to do it.
They do.
They get the kids all smiling. I just want you to, if you can, have a look at some of the kids on the side of the road as the outhouse goes by. Goodness sakes.
And did you know that the Hillbillies have actually donated over $1 million to the Hospitals and Transport Fund?
Oh, yeah, they do such good work. I mean, these fellas, when they're not on these floats enjoying and making these parades so much more special, they're out doing some seriously good work for the young kids and for the Shriners hospitals and transporting them to and from the different hospitals.
Well, here we have Mohawk College, great school right here in Hamilton. We are blessed with a lot of really good educational facilities. Mohawk College, they're always out in the community, and right here is the Toys Alive.
Toys Alive, yes, indeed.
They have a
They've
few
got
events
a gingerbread
going on.
house on it.
And the Fun School of Music right here in downtown Grimsby. See, I always wish I learned.
A little bit more conventional music with the guitars and drums, and these folks couldn't walk with their stuff. And another Christmas tune. That young girl has a lovely voice.
Oh, and here's one of my favorite floats. It's the Dickens float, and it was put together by the men that work at Stelco, which is, they did an incredible job.
This has always been one of my favorites floats in any of the parades. They participate in quite a few. And this is the Battlefield Optimist Club that moves this float forward. Just the mechanical stuff that's in the background, moving those arms and making the horses prance and the arms wave. Somebody was a genius who put this together.
Oh, for sure. The craftsmanship of this, all the tiny details, they did a wonderful job.
The little children skating around a rink.
I think that's got to be one of the best floats. I've seen it in a few parades now.
Yes, they've been out quite a bit. A couple of my friends in the Optimist waving over here.
And here we have exclusive dance productions. I find that there is so many dance studios in every town, but they're all full with kids.
Yes, the kids, again, it's the exercise mom and dad are wanting them to get in. I'm sure coordination and the rest, but, you know, nothing like dance to make someone tired.
Oh, no, of course not. But they actually have a...
Thinking of the Zumba that we were speaking of earlier has made me tired.
I know, a little bit. Exclusive Dance, though, they have a brand new state-of-the-art facility, and they are national and world title champions. How cool is that?
Well, that is awesome. Awesome. We've got some great organizations in this community.
I always love watching the little ones dance because I think they're just adorable.
Well, they're learning from the older ones, too. You can see their steps are there. They just have to get them a little bit refined as they get a little older. All this will come. And the important thing with these kids is that they're having fun.
Oh, for sure. That's what it's all about.
That's a smile on their face, and it's a smile on everyone else's face.
I think everybody's definitely having a good time today. And up next here is another old car. We're bringing out all the vintage cars today.
Oh, an old fire truck. That's quite a number of fire vehicles we've had cross the parade route today. Oh, something wrong with this one. He's being towed. Uh-oh, into the shop.
Well, maybe it's a little too vintage.
A little too vintage, yes. Still, they did a nice job decorating it, and that would be a tanker with the tank open so that they can have some seating in it.
And they're representing the Dr. Bob Kemp Hospice. My Nona stayed there, and my family really enjoyed it. They thought it was a great facility. It was a very nice place for her to stay, and they did a really remarkable job.
I've been at the Bob Kemp also in the last little bit, and I agree with you, Kate. It's It's very home-like for the people who got to visit there, and it certainly puts everyone at ease, and I think including the visitor who's there.
Oh, for sure. And here we have the Hamilton Beach Rescue, their boat and their truck, and I did see Bobby too, the tugboat. He's so cool.
Yeah, this is a group of volunteers that run out of the